Before I went on stage, I was like, do you think anyone's gonna be at my set? And I was faced with around 30,000 people and I was shook. Hey MTV, it's Madison Beer and I'm about to take you behind the gram. So this is a photo taken at my friend's Hampton's house, and he has this ridiculous tennis court that is covered in grass. So it's this really beautiful, like Alice in Wonderland-esque tennis court, and so I wanted to take some pictures on it, and my friend took these photos of me. And I actually played tennis my entire life growing up until I was probably 12. I had a tennis court at my house, and my dad was really, really good, and then he got injured, and so I stopped playing, but he and I would play pretty much every single day after school. I kind of miss tennis, but yeah, this was just me being a poser. I don't play anymore. So I took this photo when I was on my way to dinner with my grandmother over the summer, and it was a beautiful summer day in Long Island, and it was lovely out, and I was just coming back from the Hamptons, and I was like in this kind of white frilly top vibe, and because that's just what the Hamptons are. So out of my comfort zone, by the way. This is not my style. This is not an accurate photo of what my style is. This is a bit more accurate, like with a leather jacket on, I guess, but this is very girly for me. But I felt cute this day, and I felt tan, and I was enjoying summer a lot. My style inspirations, I love Bella Hadid's style. I think she dresses incredibly. I really love how Jennifer Aniston dressed in the 90s. And I love the way Hailey Bieber dresses. So this photo was also taken during the summer, which during the summer, photos just come out better. You're tan, you feel good, it's warm outside, you wear tank tops at night, it's great. So me and my best friend were just hanging out at our friend's house. We had a disposable camera, we were snapping photos all night, and then she actually just got this film developed like a month ago, and she was like, oh my god, I have so many pictures of us over summer. And we were literally living together all summer, so we have a bunch of really cute pictures, and this was my favorite one that we got developed, but maybe you guys will see more someday. My favorite thing to do for fun with my friends is watch Netflix shows or go in my hot tub. It's not really anything so crazy. I kind of have like a very hectic schedule in life that when I am free, I like to just chill and not leave my house or my bed ever. So I love this picture. This was me presenting at the VMAs. I actually accepted the award on behalf of Ariana and Justin, which is really cool. I just had a really great time that day. The VMAs are like such a fun award show. I don't usually love going to award shows, to be completely honest with you, but the VMAs are obviously so fun. As somebody who loves the directing and creating process of music videos, it's a really exciting award show. No offense to every other festival I've ever played, this was my favorite festival I've ever played. It was the biggest turnout to one of my shows ever at a festival. This was at Music Midtown in Atlanta, and it was unreal. I have a friend who's from Atlanta, and before I went on stage, I was like, do you think anyone's gonna be at my set? And she was like, Madison, you have a lot of fans here. And I was like, so like 100 people? And she was like, I think a bit more. And then I remember this was the moment I walked out, and I was faced with around 30,000 people, and I was shook, and I was like, are y'all at the right stage right now? Their screams were so loud and they were so energetic and excited, and that was the moment I was standing there just taking it all in before I walked out and started singing. So shout out to you, Atlanta. You were the first time I felt actually respected and seen as an artist. My personal goal and dream is to sell out Madison Square Garden for obvious reasons. The name, I'm from New York, whatever, it all ties in really nice, and that's always been my dream, is to play MSG. So I hope that day comes one day. What's up MTV, I'm Madison Beer, and I'm about to push play. For a live performance, I love listening to Tear You Apart by She Wants Revenge, because it kind of is like this evil toned song, and I like to get myself in this like rock star mind state. Sounds like I'm in a movie, but I like to pretend that I am before I perform. Leave me alone. I'm gonna say Brown Eyed Girl. My dad used to always sing me that song. My dad would sing me that song all the time. He had this little Fender red guitar, and he would just play it for me, because I think it's pretty simple chords, and he would just sing it all the time, and I would just be like, I'm your brown-eyed girl, even though I kind of have hazel eyes, I may believe. When I'm in love, I think that I tend to gravitate towards the Beatles, and I think I'll particularly say Michelle by the Beatles. It's a really beautiful love song, and there's a bit of French in it, and I think that French is the language of love. I remember I listened to it one time when I was just in this like deep in love phase, and I remember saying out loud, the world is so beautiful, so clearly it worked. After a breakup, if I'm really sad, I would listen to a really sad song, but I would probably listen to Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys and try to get myself out of a bad mindset. I can never not dance to Say So by Doja Cat. It's just, the TikTok dance definitely did it for me, but it's also in quarantine, it was all I had to do, so every single day I was just doing the full dance, and now every time I hear it, it's a jerk reaction, it's instinctual. My favorite throwback track, it changes every day because most of the music I listen to is pretty old, but I'm gonna say The End of the World by Skeeter Davis because I just rewatched Girl Interrupted and it sparked my love for that song again. My go-to karaoke song, I'll say Just Dance by David Bowie. I don't know, I feel like I have vivid memories of me singing that when I was younger. I don't even know why that just came to mind, but I swear it was that song. Before a big night out, I would listen to WAP by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. I don't need to explain why. Like, if you think you know everything, I promise you, you don't, and you don't want to be that guy. It's not cute. Hi MTV, I'm Madison Beer, and I'm gonna be answering some questions based on the titles of my songs. I think if I'm saying goodbye to something, it's probably for a good reason. So there's not much convincing that I have to do of like, oh, this is good. I just kind of, I don't romanticize a toxic environment. I try to just be like, okay, there's a reason this had to end. There's a reason I have to put this to bed, and there's a reason that I'm saying goodbye. So I try to look at the reasons that something might have ended. So I'm moving on until you start trying to act your age, yeah. I am really picky. I get really turned off really easily. I think, like, to sum it up, arrogance and like a know-it-all attitude I find to be really unattractive. Like, if you think you know everything, I promise you, you don't, and you don't want to be that guy. It's not cute. I love when someone's really funny and personable and themselves. I really hate when it seems like someone's kind of like putting on a show or a facade, or like, let's say, like, values just all the wrong things. Dear society, you've pushed me to the edge, so here's some clarity. Oh gosh. I've been asked this question in every interview since I was 12, so I've kind of run out of fun facts about myself that people don't know about me, but I'll give you some fun little quarantine facts, I guess, because these are new. I took French lessons every day in quarantine. I had like a 45-day streak on Duolingo, which is pretty impressive because it's not easy to keep up with. 2, I just had my 1-year anniversary with my best friend, who I've never met in person, and she is my internet best friend, and I hope to meet her when this is all over. And 3, I am writing a book. If you wanna be my baby, no, I'm gonna drive you mad. I would tell my younger self to buckle up and get ready for the ride of her life, and I would give her a big hug, and I would send her on her way, because she's gonna be fine, and she's gonna turn out great. Bye, MTV.